Clicking through stories you wouldn't believe. Cold case trails and courtroom scenes. Whispers from the grave and media dreams. Truth is stranger, hearts beat faster. In the shadows of a news disaster. Scrolling deep where secrets hide. You found the stories time won't deny. Headstones and headlines, the tales collide. Justice and mystery, side by side. From backwoods clubs to breaking news lines, you shine a light where the silence lies. Oh, headstones and headlines, you dig where the truth won't die. Small town rumors and urban fear, a voice for the lost who can't speak here. Through every name, through every case, you hold the truth in a steady place. Cameras roll but justice lingers. Truth unravels through careful fingers. You tell the story, speak their names in a world that's quick to look away. Headstones and headlines, the tales collide. Justice and mystery, side by side. From backwoods crimes to great night trials, you trace the echoes through every mile. Oh, headstones and headlines, you dig where the truth won't die. Some run from the dark, you walk right in with a question and a camera lens. It's not just a crime, it's the lives they led. The voice is still talking from the books unread. Headstones and headlines, the veil is thin. Truth gets louder when you begin. With every view, with every line, you bring the forgotten back to life. Oh, headstones and headlines, you dig where the truth won't die. Yeah, headstones and headlines, you tell the stories that time can't hide.
Hey everyone, happy Saturday. I hope everyone is having a good day. I apologize for being a few minutes late again. There was a video that I wanted to use for my live today, but when I uploaded it, YouTube automatically removed it because of terms and policies. So I guess the manifest video of this shooter is against terms and service. So we won't be watching that today. So I did change my title a little bit. The video, I will give some information if you so choose to want to watch it. You can. I have the link in the description and I will share that later. It's pretty disturbing, so I can see why YouTube doesn't want it on its platform. Dude was unhinged, as the thumbnail states. So thank you for being here. I saw Marie was number 1. Lunatic comes rushing in silently. Please don't notice I'm late. Listen, I was late too, so no worries. I distract myself, so I'm not just staring at my phone, but then I get distracted, right? Patricia, he says he was pushed into becoming transgender. That I don't know. I was able to find give me one second. I forgot to shut the window. One moment. Sorry about that. It's been so nice. I can actually open the windows and then I forget to close them and there's a bunch of noise outside. But back to Patricia's comment. The manifesto gives some insight to that. However, what I've read is that he believes he brainwashed himself, if that makes any sense. He believes that he himself brainwashed his being. But I'm not so much concerned with that. I did see the New York Post had, we're going to look at it during this live. There is an organization that is selling shirts, t-shirts with the image of this shooter on it. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. But we'll get to that. So let's see. Let me get back to chat here. AP, thanks for being here. Cuddle, Sinner. Marie, I did say hi, but I don't know if you were in here when I did. So hello again. You're right, Patricia. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. But let's see. So I'm going to start this by first just kind of reading a summary because, well, I know a lot of us have been following this. Many of us may not know much about this. I know that a lot of news outlets are focusing on the fact that this shooter was transgender. I don't think it matters who you are or who you identify as. This kid was purely evil, like unhinged. And his mom, I know, did retain counsel, but honestly, I don't blame her. I don't blame her at all for lawyering up because the majority of the people are most likely going to be going after this kid's parents. And if you haven't watched the TED Talk by Dylan Klebold's mom, I would implore you to do so because she did everything she could and still could not stop her son from being involved with Eric Harris and their plan to kill as many kids as possible at Columbine. The shooter's dad has also spoken out. Mom and dad were divorced. Mom, I believe, lives in Florida now because the FBI was raiding an apartment in Naples, Florida. And I'm not sure where dad lives. I believe he's still in the Minneapolis area, but do not quote me on that. So there's just a lot of things happening, and yeah, she probably is in crisis herself. And he was an adult. This shooter was an adult. And I agree, AP, it's a great TED Talk. Hey, Women's Warrior. So let's see. We're going to start with, so this is from Time Magazine. Let me add this to the screen. So what do we know, or scratch that, what we do and don't know so far about the Minneapolis shooter? And this is from a couple of days ago, so it's a little bit old, but it gives a good summary. So Robin Westman, 23, was identified by police as the suspect behind the shooting at a Catholic school in Minneapolis on Wednesday that left 2 children dead and 18 others injured. Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara said Westman had opened fire at the Annunciation Catholic School from the outside, shooting through the windows of the affiliated church. The victims were attending a morning mass when Westman began firing. And we did learn that they believe that he attempted to get into the church, but the church, once mass starts, locked the doors so that no one would be able to enter. So they had said they believe that is why he started shooting through the windows, because he was not able to access the inside of the church. Because they always say, they tell us during our lockdown drills, door locked, because the shooter is looking to cause the most damage. So if they have to try to finagle a door that's locked, they're going to move on because they want easy targets. Sad to say, but that's the way it is. Hey, Pookie, glad you could be here. I did send you the link, so hopefully you got it. He blamed his mom for not supporting his choices. We don't know what she's been through with him. Interesting, because she actually signed the paperwork. I mean, maybe she didn't support him in his decision to change his name, but she ultimately did sign the papers for him to do so. Yeah. Okay. Westman was later found dead with a suspected self-inflicted gunshot wound behind the church. O'Hara told CNN on Thursday that authorities are parsing through hundreds of pieces of evidence. Investigators are still searching for a motive and trying to figure out if there was a triggering event for the shooting, but have so far not been able to narrow it down to one specific motivation. When an investigation is underway, preliminary details paint Westman as someone with an inclination towards violence, largely through videos linked to them, which were scheduled for publishing on YouTube. Officials have taken the videos down and are reviewing them to determine possible motives for the shooting. And that's where I'm a little confused with YouTube, because when I uploaded the video so that I could show it to all of you, YouTube automatically removed it for terms and policies. But this kid was able to upload it for people to see before the FBI came in and took it down. Make sense. Authorities are also combing through hundreds of pages of writing in which they say Westman displayed an obsession with killing children and expressed hatred toward a variety of groups. FBI Director Kash Patel posted on X that the agency is investigating the shooting as an act of domestic terrorism and hate crime targeting Catholics. Here's what we know so far about the shooter. O'Hara said during a Thursday press conference that authorities have not yet identified a specific grievance the shooter had with the church, but he did have ties to both it and the school. According to the Minnesota Star-Tribune, the shooter was one of 3 children of Mary Grace and James Allen Westman, who divorced in 2013 after 25 years of marriage. A since-deleted Facebook post from August 2021 said Mary Grace was retiring as a parish secretary of the church, with the post thanking her for her wonderful hospitality, friendship, and compassion. The shooter attended the Annunciation Catholic School and graduated from 8th grade in 2017. The Star-Tribune and CNN reported that in the school's 2017 yearbook, the shooter quoted French EDM band Daft Punk, "Work it, make it, do it, makes us harder, better, faster, stronger." The yearbook also indicated that Westman intended to attend Powell Leadership Academy in Minneapolis, one of many schools operated by Minnesota Transitions Charter School. An official from Minnesota Transitions Charter School confirmed to the Star-Tribune that the shooter attended one of its schools briefly before transferring to the all-boys school, St. Thomas Academy, in Twin Cities suburb Mendota Heights. Marie says, I did listen to Brian Ent speak on his writing. I was gonna watch it, but then I was like, I'm gonna read it. Just I did find images of the manifesto written in English, and then I did find on Twitter a post where they translated it the best they could. So they did give a disclaimer that it's not necessarily 100% accurate, but it gives a good sense of what was being said. Former Kentucky State Representative Bob Helleringer told the Associated Press that he is the shooter's uncle, though he claimed he, quote, barely knew him. They never lived in Louisville. They lived in Minnesota, Helleringer said in a phone interview with the AP. He was my nephew, and I wish he had shot me instead of innocent school children. Minneapolis Police Chief O'Hara said the shooter had no prior criminal history. A search of the shooter's birth name in state court records showed some traffic citations in September 2021. I also, and I don't know how true this is, but I did read, and I don't remember what article it was, that the shooter did have an incident at work. It didn't specify what it was, but it did say that there may have been an issue at his job. Let's see. Women's Warrior says, I have 4 children. All have lived the same way, been raised the same way with the same rules and boundaries, etc. One of them, now 21, has ODD and can be abusive, no violent, sometimes parents not at fault. Yeah, I agree. I mean, and then there's parents who can be really bad parents, and their children end up being great people. So, I think there's a lot of factors. You can do everything right, and someone can still make a really bad decision, or you can do everything wrong and they're making all the right decisions. It just depends on the person, outside influences, environment, all kinds of things. So the Star Tribune also reported that Westman was an employee at Rise Medical Cannabis dispensaries. The shooter's co-worker, speaking to the Star Tribune, said the suspect worked as a personal care specialist interacting with patients in Minnesota's medical cannabis program. The shooter reportedly stopped working at an Egan dispensary on August 16th and had been previously disciplined for tardiness and absenteeism. So there we go. I didn't realize that was going to say that. Tardiness and absenteeism. A spokesperson for Green Thumb Industries, the parent company, confirmed the shooter's employment for a few months earlier this year, though the suspect left the firm before the shooting. The firm told the Star Tribune it will cooperate with the investigation. The shooter's attack appears to have been calculated and premeditated, as backed by YouTube videos released on the day of the incident. And maybe, I was just thinking, maybe YouTube has, they have something, with their bots where they can recognize the video that was posted. But if this, and I'm telling you, if you watch the video that he posted to YouTube, the fact that YouTube allowed it to be posted in the first place is, well, I shouldn't say shocking, but it's pretty fucked up. I mean, just, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just really messed up. The videos, now taken down, appeared on a channel under Robin W. One video, which ran for more than 10 minutes, included a handwritten manifesto addressed to family and friends. In the video, the unseen camera person says, "I'm sorry to my family. That's the only people I'm sorry to." The clip also pans to an image of Jesus on a target. That is the video that I was going to show all of you, but I can't. So the link is in the description of this video. And I will also share the link with all of you in chat. So actually, let me do that right quick before I keep reading, since we're kind of talking about the video that he posted. But just be forewarned, it is creepy, it is sick, it is demented. Live. Okay, so here is the link, and I found it on a Twitter account by the name of Cult of Moo-wu. Cult of Moo-wu. Okay, so here is the link for the excuse me, manifesto video, and I can't even share you a link that from my uploaded video because YouTube removed it. Okay, so give me 1 second. Just got to get back to where I was. There we go. Okay. Another video, which ran for almost 20 minutes, showed 2 notebooks with handwritten text that also appear to be Cyrillic. Near the end of the video, the unseen camera person flips the notebook to a page containing a diagram of the church and stabs the diagram with a knife. The New York Post transcribed parts of the journal. One page reportedly reads, "I am feeling good about Annunciation. It seems like a good combo of easy attack form and devastating tragedy, and I want to do more research. I have concerns about finding a large enough group. I want to avoid any parents, but pre- and post-school drop-off." Another page reportedly reads, "Maybe I could attack an event at the Maybe I could attack an event at the on-site church. Think attacking a large group of kids coming in from recess is my best plan. Then, from there, I can go inside and kill, going for as long as I can." Like I said, demented. Completely effed up. Lunatic says, "That's what I was saying. I can't call someone a twat waffle, but he can spew this trash." Right. Women's Warrior says, "Only difference is different fathers, so could be nature versus nurture debate, possibly. I mean, genetics, maybe." Patricia says, "No baby is born a psychopath, as lack of bonding by mom does not fire up the neural pathways for empathy and caring. It's not repairable either." That reminds me of, there was a video I watched on YouTube. It was about this little girl. Was it? Yeah, it was a little girl. It was like the most evil girl. I'll have to find it, but this girl, I think she was only like 9. She was little. And just some of the things that she was saying, it was like, what the heck? What the heck? I'll have to see if I can find that video. Let me just write a note to myself. Okay. O'Hara, in a press conference, confirmed that the shooter recently purchased their guns, a rifle, a shotgun, and a pistol legally. The Star Tribune reported that a passage in the notebooks referred how shockingly easy it was to buy a gun from a pawn shop. And in that manifest video, the amount of weapons, ammunition, etc., that he had was astonishing. I mean, I shouldn't say astonishing because I know people probably have that much, if not more. I was just like, holy crap. It was an arsenal. That's what it was. Federal officials have identified the shooter as transgender. The shooter was born as Robert Paul Westman on June 17, 2002, according to court documents, time reviewed. The shooter's mother applied for their name to be changed to Robin M. Westman in 2019 in Dakota County, and a court granted the change in 2020. According to the court document, the shooter, a minor at the time, identifies as a female and wants her name to reflect that identification. But a translation of part of Westman's notebooks by the New York Post Diana Narazi offered a more complicated view of Westman's sexual and gender identity. I don't want to dress girly all the time, but I guess sometimes I really like it. I know I'm not a woman, but I definitely don't feel like a man. Condemnation of transgender identity has been on the rise under President Trump, and many conservative and far-right personalities have latched onto the shooter's transgender identity as a springboard for more attacks. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, Republican Georgia, posted on X, quote, "If they are willing to destroy themselves and how God made them, then they are willing to destroy others, and we saw that happen today." What? That is ridiculous. Right-wing influencer and conspiracy theorist Laura Loomer went as far as suggesting that, quote, "Parents need to start coming together to advocate for trans kids to not be allowed to attend classes in public schools," end quote. What the hell? This actually is a good segue into this article that I saw on the New York Post. People, like, this is what's wrong with our country. People are so ignorant and hateful. So, U.S. News, Twisted T-shirts paid tribute to Minneapolis church killer. Protect trans kids. And this was from today, about an hour ago. Sick T-shirts bearing the face of Minneapolis church shooter and the phrase "Protect Trans Kids" are being hawked online for $22.99. The anonymous seller claimed in the description of the item on wildfoxt.com that the shooter, who was trans, was, quote, "an old friend who, quote, always fights for what's right," end quote. The shooter killed 2 children and injured 18 parishioners after opening fire Wednesday at the Church of Annunciation in Minneapolis. Like, what the hell? I hope that, and I'm sure he's probably sold one too many, but what the heck? What the actual heck? The seller claimed they were just, quote, "scrolling through the news" when they learned what the shooter, who took his own life after the mass shooting because he's a coward, had done. A story about this kid, just a kid, who was facing the world. And it hit me, really hit me, how much courage it takes to just be yourself, the seller wrote. It made me think about all the kids out there, the trans kids and the battles they fight just to be seen. And honestly, it made me feel, I don't know, just a bit helpless. But then I thought, maybe there's something small I could do, something to show support. The item description continued. The shooter wrote he was feeling, quote, "tired of being trans" in a disturbing handwritten journal shared on YouTube. I only keep the long hair because it is pretty much my last shred of being trans. I am tired of being trans. I wish I never brainwashed myself. The shooter wrote in a homespun code of Russian Cyrillic script and English words, according to a translation by the Post. The twisted t-shirts drew outrage on X Saturday, with one person commenting, "Why does the left always support the criminals?" Yeah, and there's just a photo from his video. And the thing is, like, I don't disagree with this seller selling t-shirts to support, you know, kids, people who are transgender. But why do you have to put this sick F's face on it? Like, there's a way to support trans kids without including the shooter. That's just disgusting and sick. In my opinion, of course. Hey, Amber, how are you? Oops. Mass shooters since 2018 who were transgender, 4. Mass shooters since 2018 who were not transgender, 4,193. Thank you for that. That was a question I had because I did see a post on Twitter that was showing, I think they had like 8 or 9 shooters on a post, and they were trying to say that, you know, there's a trend here. No. Just stop. Just stop. Patricia says, that's what the dude in the tower who shot at crowd in Texas said too. Really? Wow. Yeah, that was terrible. Oh, where did I leave off? Oh, I read that. Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey, a Democrat, however, quickly pushed back against any attempts to use the shooting as a means to demonize the transgender community, saying anyone who is doing so has, quote, lost their sense of common humanity, end quote. And I agree with that. It has nothing to do with being transgender, nothing. It has to do with this kid having severe mental illness. He knew. We'll get to the writings. O'Hara said during Thursday's press conference that the shooter had some deranged fascination with previous mass shooters and fantasized about the plans of other mass shooters. The videos also hinted at the shooter's fascination with mass shooters. I just said that. In one, the unseen camera person showed guns and weapons on a mattress with the names of at least 10 mass killers, including but not limited to the Sandy Hook shooter from 2012, the shooter at the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh in 2018, and the mosque shooter in Christchurch, New Zealand in 2019. Also seen in the videos was a sticker of German band KMFDM, which has been cited by perpetrators of previous mass shootings, including the Columbine High School massacre in 1999, though the band has repeatedly emphasized that it stands against violence. In the 10-minute video, the person narrating claimed that they had met pro-gun YouTube personality and Texas congressional candidate Brandon Herrera last year at the Shooting, Hunting, and Outdoor Trade Show in Las Vegas. The narrator said they had a brief conversation with Herrera. Brandon Herrera for president, they added. After the shooting, Herrera denounced links to the shooter, posting on X, "I will not, nor will I ever say the name of the gutless coward who decided to take the lives of innocent people in Minneapolis today. My heart goes out to the family of those affected, but to the shooter, I have one thing to say in response. Fuck you, burn in hell." In a separate post, Herrera added, "I don't remember this individual at all, nor does anyone I was there with. Herrera said that he was willing to cooperate with law enforcement and answer any questions. A spokesperson for NSSF, which owns and operates SHOT Show, told Fox News that Westman's name has not appeared among any of the show's registered attendees last year or any of the years before. The video also alluded to a mismatch of views the shooter appeared to have held. In the video, the camera panned over what appeared to be guns, ammunition, and loaded magazines. Words were inscribed on the magazines, including "Where is your God?" "Kill Donald Trump," and "For the children." What a sick, absolutely sick. Some of the inscriptions appeared to be in Cyrillic. Clips that focused on the shooter's apparent arsenal not only included names of mass shooters, but also showed phrases that had anti-Semitic undertones. A smoke grenade had the words "Jew gas" written on it, and the pro-Holocaust slogan, "6 million wasn't enough." And my thing is, we heard from his one classmate, not yesterday, the day before, so Thursday, and she had said that he always talked about Hitler. Like, he always showed an appreciation for what Hitler did. It's disgusting. Oh, thank you, Patricia. Her name is Beth Thomas. Okay. Yeah, it was freaky. It was definitely freaky. Maybe we can watch that part of that video at some point. Hey, Grain, thanks for being here. Another notebook displayed a "Defend Equality" sign with an LGBTQ flag. In an interview with local network KSTP-TV, Josefina Sanchez, a classmate of Westman in the 7th grade, I didn't even know I was going to say this, said that a younger Westman would put up a hand and say, "Praise Hitler." Threats to kill Trump also appeared a few times on the shooter's gear. Trump, in a Truth Social post, said the White House will continue to monitor the situation. Joseph Thompson, acting U.S. Attorney for the District of Minnesota, said on Thursday that in their writings Westman left behind, they expressed hate towards almost every group imaginable. The shooter expressed hate towards Black people. The shooter expressed hate towards Mexican people. The shooter expressed hate towards Christian people. The shooter expressed hate towards Jewish people. The shooter appeared to hate all of us, Thompson said. The shooter's 4-page manifesto posted on YouTube begins with, "I don't expect forgiveness, and I don't expect any apology I have to hold much weight. But to my family and those close to me, I do apologize for the effects my actions will have on your lives." And I had mentioned, in my earlier live that he doesn't care. Because if he cared, he wouldn't have done it. But he doesn't care what his family's going to go through. And I feel terrible for them. Terrible. Because of his terrible actions. Further along in the manifesto, the shooter wrote, "I have wanted this for so long. I am not well. I am not right. I am a sad person, haunted by these thoughts that do not go away. I know this is wrong, but I can't seem to stop myself. I am severely depressed and have been suicidal for years. Only recently have I lost all hope and decided to perform my final action against this world." I just saw this. This must be an older shooting. I think this was from that was it Cole Gray? Or Colton Gray? Let me just see. Oh yeah, September 2024. Okay. All right, so we're going to go to... So I have the letter manifesto part that he wrote. Wait a minute, did I upload the wrong ones? Ugh, come on, Emmy. Un minuto. I uploaded the wrong ones. Give me 1 second. You know what? I'm just going to go to the post I saw. Oh, it was a news source. Give me 1 second. Sorry about this. Let's see, history. I think this is it. Nope, that is not it. You know, you think that going through your website history would be a little bit easier. Oh, here it is. Perfect. Okay, so what I'm going to do, okay, so let me share this instead. So I meant to upload the pictures and I uploaded the wrong ones. So it may be hard to see, but I am going to, actually, maybe if I do, hold on a second. Maybe if I do this, you can see it a little better. Okay, so. Hey, Bella, thanks for being here. I can see you, lunatic. My messages all got grayed out as long as y'all can see me. It's weird. Okay, so it says, to my family and friends. Actually, can I make this bigger? Oh, I can. Okay, it'll be a little bit blurry, but at least you can see the writing a little bit better. I don't expect forgiveness, and I don't expect any apology I have to hold much weight. But to my family and those close to me, I do apologize for the effects my actions will have on your lives. Please know I care for all of you so much, and it pains me to bring this storm of chaos into your lives. This will affect so many more people than the ones that are immediately involved. To my mother and father, I am sorry I didn't turn out as you had hoped. You did not fail me. You gave me so much. I truly appreciate the love you have given me. I feel I was raised to be a good person. I've kept those traits of empathy, self-sacrifice, and good character. Empathy? Empathy. I don't think this kid has any empathy at all. Please do not think you have failed as parents. I was corrupted by this world and have learned to hate what life is. Life is love, life is pain. There's too much to accept, too many things to put up with just to live. I'm tired of the pain this world gives out. Please move on and continue to give your love to my brothers and sisters and the rest of the world. They may not forgive you, but you need to move on from me. Forget my life and the pain I've brought. I love you both. Thank you for everything. I'm sorry. And here's the thing. He says they may not forgive you. He doesn't care that his parents are going to be thrown into this whirlwind. Let's see. Lunatic says, this is really hard. How can he have so much love and sympathy for his family, but do this? I don't get it. Exactly. Patricia says, the one trait he really has to convince us of is empathy. I agree. Nanny says, I looked and thought you didn't have a live until tomorrow. So I did schedule one for tomorrow. And I meant to link it to this one. That's why I did it so early. So I have it as updates, but there is a story that I may talk about. I haven't decided yet, though. But we do need an update one. Hey, Truth Seeker, thanks for being here. I hope your birthday was good. I hope you had a good birthday. To my siblings, I am forever, or scratch that. I am sorry for forever tainting the rest of your lives. No, you're not. Your careers, lives, relationships, all will be turned upside down. Please hold on to who you are, not who I am. Change your names if you must. I wish I could tell you that before I go. Please know. Okay, so we got to get to page 2. Give me 1 second. Let me just get page 2 opened. Wait, this isn't, I think I have these out of order. Hang on a second. Because it says, oh, please no. Okay. Yeah, this is the wrong one. 1 second. I opened the wrong one. Here it is. Okay, so he says, please know I love you all and truly appreciate the time I've spent with you. I have such an amazing family, and it hurts me to throw this wrench into the works of you good people. I feel hope when with you. I cherish our time together. I appreciate all that you have taught me, and I felt inspired to be like you when I grew up. I hope you are able to move on and continue your lives without being forever followed, forever haunted by my actions. Forget me and all that I am. Hold on to yourselves and your loved ones. I love you all. It sounds so condescending. I mean, maybe it's the way I'm reading it because this I have disdain for this person, but it just seems very condescending. Like, I know what I'm going to do to you, but just move on. Forget about it. You know, water under the bridge. And to my friends, I trust you all to give your memory of me however you see fit. I am sorry for the confusion and heartbreak this will bring. I truly appreciate all of you for showing me a good life and helping me through dark times. I have had so many good times that gave me hope. Unfortunately, this world has too much pain to deal out that I can't cover up with the good sides of life. I hope you all can move on and forget the pain I've caused. Again, telling everyone, I hope you can just forget what I did and move on. Not thinking about the repercussions or other things that may happen. I have wanted this for so long. I am not well. I am not right. I am a sad person haunted by these thoughts that do not go away. I know this is wrong, but I can't seem to stop myself. I am severely depressed and have been suicidal for years. Only recently have I lost all hope and decided to perform my final action against this world. I don't want to kneel down for the injustices of this world. I want to die. I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees, constantly in pain. Then you should have just taken your own life and left these innocent kids and adults out of it. Okay, let me get to... Shoot, did I... Damn it. I closed the wrong frickin' window. Hold on a second. Dang it. 1 second. All right, so let's get to page 3. Okay, so here's page 3. I think I am dying of cancer. It's a tragic end as it's entirely self-inflicted. I did this to myself as I cannot control myself and have been destroying my body through vaping and other means. I think I have lung cancer. I have felt many pains that make me think I am past the point of recovery. I do not want to recover. I do not want to throw my life away by rotting in a hospital bed. I don't want the rest of my life to be as a cancer patient in and out of hospitals, constantly being fretted about with people afraid to be too happy around me. Fuck that. I want to go out on my own means. Unfortunately, due to my depression, anger, and twisted mind, I want to fulfill a final act that has been in the back of my head for years. Patricia says he's totally self-absorbed and deeply selfish. What a twat. Yeah. Yeah. Self-absorbed, selfish. Oh no, lunatic. Yeah, I agree, True Seeker. A sick F. Oh, and what he said in the video, well, the one that I saw, I didn't see the 20-minute one. I saw the 10-minute one. What he says like he says sorry to his family, but then I can't remember his exact words, but he said something about, those that he was going to hurt. Oh, and I read that part. Okay. You are all what kept me going. I find no more interest in anything material. I have only an interest in my mission and love for my family. If I didn't have such an amazing group of people around me, I would have been gone much sooner. I just want to escape from this world. Escape from the constant bills, shitty jobs, shitty people, and injustice of America. I am done with this. I will not bow. I will be selfish and leave you to pick up the pieces. It's my fault. Blame me, but please move on. Whether you accept my apologies or not, I hope you all can move past this and continue your lives. Remember to be good people. Now more than ever, the world needs more love, even if you don't get it in return. Please find hope, find love, and stand up to injustice. Hey, Casey, thanks for being here. All right, and then the last page. I love you all. I will remember you. Pray for the victims and their families. I love you. Dad, Mom, Jack, Martha, Teresa, Joe, Jared, Phil, Liam. Signed, Robin M. Westman, 2002 to 2025. P.S. T. Get over yourself and make up with Mom. She loves you. You need to grow up and accept that time just keeps on fucking moving. You either will stay in the past and rot, wasting your life and happiness away, or you can grow up and move on from things. We all love you. P.P.S. I wouldn't recommend any of you read my journals unless you really want to, but be warned. Absolutely disgusting. Disgusting. Okay, so we are going to move to, let's go to, actually, because I did have this in order. So let's go to the manifesto. The part that wasn't in English. And this came from, let me just find the name of the, it was something FFA. Here, Southern FFA Family. I'm just going to share the post to this. And I do have this in the description of the video as well. But this is where I got the translation from. Okay, share this. And she, I assume it's a she because there's an avatar of a female. It does say this is the AI, okay, so AI translation of the shooter's manifesto that was on video. I cannot say that this is 100% accurate. It does not include the first 2 pages as those were harder to see. The shooter was obviously mentally ill. All right, so their disclaimer, it may not be fully accurate, but, and I think I can make, oh no, I can't make it bigger. Dang it, because I put these on a slideshow. Let me see, what if I put, oh, there we go. Okay, I'm going to do this a little bit different. Okay, so we're going to actually go to the Twitter page because I can actually open these in a new tab and you'll be able to see it way better. That's what we're going to do. Okay. I thought it would be easier on the slideshow, but then nope. Okay. And then we'll get into some news clips that I had saved. Okay, so below is the translation of the notebook texts from pages 1 through 9 into readable English, preserving the meaning and tone as closely as possible while correcting the phonetic spelling in mixed Cyrillic English text. The text appears to be a stream of consciousness expression of intense emotional distress, self-loathing, and dark thoughts, often referencing social media, personal struggles, and existential despair. I've maintained the raw emotional intensity and structure, translating only where necessary to make it coherent in English. Okay, and it is, she does have FF Family, and I did share the link to this post. Let's see, can I get... No, I cannot. Okay, I will share her. Oh wait, here's her Twitter name. Let me. So if you have X, I still say Twitter. If you still have X, this is her username on Twitter. And as I said, the link is in my description as well. Okay, so actually, let me go back to this since I was able to make it bigger. Okay, page 1. And I'm going to just give a blanket trigger warning, viewer discretion advised. If I see something, as I'm reading, if I see something, I'll just skip it. Because some of this is probably pretty gross. So page 1. Oh my God. I just today put my all TikTok. They all said fake followers shit on me. I think I should just leave, just stop. I should just do time. But I should live more to have content. My old rap content, no one bless, no one check. Man shout big on my Instagram, big dog. I'm not small, big boss. Oh my God, why would you laugh at me? I shout out any, fuck you all. All that TikTok was my mental detrimental life. I should not welcome, I should not fall off. The face of hate, I no longer fear them. Fuck your friends, my cap. My followers burn my skin, love demonic flames, fame hell. My lens on fire, always blind myself to the job. I will never give up, still shine, eyes open glass. And smiling on fucker phrase. I will win one day, learn the fucking game, the stars. My closet is a graveyard. I've been to the desert. No one knows me, no one cares. Me still fucking better. Fuck dirty CUNT, not even close at the bottom. Finally, I shine up. I let trauma can be Illuminati or Matrix. I am shining like the sun. I am not a gun. I was anymore. I don't want this life I live. Ask me why I'm happy. Stupid questions. This looking grim, goodbye. Oh, my skin. Hope the Reaper coming. Hope my demon skin. Hope the Reaper knows. Fuck everything begins. This is the end. Fuck everything. Damn. Leave me in the street to rot. Do not love me. I don't need them. Save your prayers. I am not God. I am demon, Illuminati, my sin. I lost them all. Demons take me. So you can see where it's a little bit, broken English. And that makes sense because, the AI was translating, but it's almost like it was like towards the end, you can see where it was rhyming. So it was almost like trying to be poetry, but not really. Okay, so page 2. I believe all my maggots I hold fire. Put my hand screaming from maggots in class. I want to shut down, turn my mind purple. Oh shit, leave my head, curse myself, burn soul. Oh God, kill me, kill myself, burn soul. Oh God, kill me, I cry, I want to be next. No justice tomorrow, I'm going to be top. But not tomorrow, I'm going to kill myself. Scratching at that wall, hopefully give me inspiration to follow. He. Oh my God, fuck, I'm so fucking scared. Fuck, I'm not going to be able to sleep. Fuck, I'm freaking out. I don't want TikTok. I'm fucking living this. My breath is hurt, my stomach in knots. Just kill already, an F on this end of your breath. Breathe an F on the end of your sorrow. Tomorrow, it all ends. I scream, tomorrow, it all ends. I will do this. Please let me go. Fuck, run. Well, fuck, here we go. Sleep time. I had a bad vision while sleeping. I'm almost ready to abandon my pain. Ha. Life just goes. On and on. It just gets worse. No savings so far. Fuck school. F my father. I love him. This will break him. He is a good man. I'm going to be up in the morning. It will be able to sink, drunk, no plan, Christmas Eve. I'm so demonic. I'm crazy. I'm going to snap. One more shot. F them for real. Page 3. Scribbled sick F. Fear me, I am God. Don't hurt me, I am alive. Oh, F this world, no better off without me. But my head, my God, I am content but missing. Reason is wrong, but see me kill myself, F it. I will be split, I'm going to go. Psycho, psycho, psycho. Kill, kill, kill. Ha, ha, ha. Scribbles, sick F, murderer, villain. Okay, so this, I don't think the other ones had dates on them. They did not. So these have dates now. So page 4, August 26, 2025. So that would have been 2 days. Wait, this happened on Wednesday. So this would have been 1 day prior. So page 4. Well, here we are on my last day. Nothing is happening. I'm uploading on my phone. It doesn't fucking matter. I'm dead inside. I'm depressed. I should upload this shit any way I can. Oh God, goodbye, forget me. Damn, I'm gone. I can't do this. I will, I shall. I build, I'm gone. I can do this. Pills and screams, pain and peace. Tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. But anyway, no surrender, death and peace. The finished sleep. I'm sorry, I'm tired. I don't want this life. Life, I want to die. I want to bring pain and hit big times. F TikTok world, nothing matters. F it all, I'm gone, I scream my brains. This is my goodbye tomorrow morning. F, I will think about me, who I am. I miss Bobby, poor soul. I'm gone, so sad now. I'm big. I'm corny bitch. I want this world. Stupid. I just had a bunch of bullets all over. Effing hole, just for chaos, just to be a monster. I was just looking at chat, sorry. Page 5, at username mention epitaph. This are no more times perfect for me to live. I'm dead to this world and to myself. Forget me, move past me. I'm not worthy of love, not worthy of fight or comfort. I know I will go off the perfect cliff. I will use my past and give a big FU to the community. I will become a part of the history of evil. I went to the store, should today. Hot damn, what a crazy place. Timer explosion of guns and exercise, big hormones. Grant powers as well. I got some active MP Pro, some stolen headphones. I also got some shorts slogan. A short man from the rental to kill by my hand. I'm very glad I got this active PRO. I want to be able to hear the attackers or administrators. Also the screams of my victims as my revenge. Oh, this is so scary. I will remain on this farm and not give up. I love football, my fucking mission. Bahaha, kill me, haha. I mean this and I will die. I will set my father perfect mission. I will see my father fail. I should disappear to see him. Hi, disappear to test. I love my head. I'm sad. I will rhyme myself from him. I'm glad I will rhyme myself from him. I'm a selfish bastard I should kill. That's enough. My family, I'm broken. Forget me. Sorry. 2002 to 2025. Short-lived. Amber says, just horrible. Do you think that too much exposure to social media helps create this type of crazy? Just thinking out loud. Honestly, I don't know. I think social media has some influence. However, I believe it has more to do with social factors, like a lot of, like, this year is going to be interesting, this school year, because New York State Governor Hochul just signed an executive order that cell phones are not allowed in school from bell to bell. So it's going to be interesting to see, like, these kids can't be without their phones. Like, for state testing, a lot of them, like, the anxiety was too much. So I think it has to do a lot with not being able to socialize, but I honestly, I don't know. I don't know. Page 6. I don't want this. I want to be in my movie. Don't shut down, collapse my head and show me. I want to be that for my family to comfort. I want to turn this movie on when I die. But this show I dream is for the movie. I can only want to shut this pain off. This pain will escape or pass. The story will end for me. No laughter, no sorrow, nothing. I just want to be calm and to be warm one last time. No fear to live, there is no return. I'm so sorry. I should have never been born. I know I must stop. I know I must draw my last breath. I know this is for my last time. I wish I can see all this one more time. Lies from them I go. I can only hold this pain and live for them as they move on. F, I'm sorry, so sorry. I love you all. Forget me. Wonderful. I just put all my writings and messages on my guns and gear. This is my music of writing and testing views. Now I really go down. Can't shut them anymore except for that. No emotion, so my guns hit my brain over instantly. F, I can't show this heart. That will be peace. I didn't ask to be born. Nah, I didn't ask to die. F pain, F fear, F all. My body is ready. My mind is ready. Page 7. Life in turmoil, confusion, control. I swear. Put my bags because I felt I needed to. I was born mental. I had seen some of it when I was little. Now shit, my current mindset is show. I should hit humanity in the spotlight. The picture is different. I'm the future of my music. I'm the demon. I'm the devil of my past. Collapse of society. I will contribute to society. I will forever be a monster in my machine. I have only 4 days left to feel apart. Then bring the next day. Give me peace, please. I will be dead and F the flowers. I will not be around. I will take my whole arm, take this, all of it, and get off it. For this is my body. Shit will be given up for many. I wish I got to see more. My brain, I love my brothers and sisters. I'm so sorry for doing this to them. I wish I wasn't living. Please don't bother my family. Leave this world and let them go. Time fades. Time has no concept. I'm glad I had partners. I hope this doesn't break. I should go see my father. F you dead. Forget me. I think dead was maybe supposed to be dad because he was talking about his father. Oh, this is so wacky. Shit. F it all over. F. I effing don't care. I effing don't give an F. Don't want this, I'm effing gone. Hurt them, I'm going to. They want them, sin, I'm strong psycho. I can't live in this world. FF. I smile so my mental to melt down. I'm gone, I'm not going to be strong. Repetition, regret, regret, regret. I'm just alone, insane, damn big fucking brain. I'm a sick F, freak, call yourself Robin. I'm the monster. I'm a sick F. It's all my fault, no one to blame but me. Stupid. I want myself, I can't live as myself. F, kill me. Mother depression, misanthropy. Self-loathing, soul-hating. God, see my brain bomb. I'm surrounded. I'm a sick F, freak. Call yourself Robin, it's all my fault. And then, obviously I don't know what was in this person's brain, but it could be just the inner turmoil of not knowing who they were. But to have this much hate and violent tendencies, the want to be violent, I just don't get it. I'll never be able to understand it. Bella says, I've heard a lot of places have gone no phones, and then you hear about these school shootings. I think I'm glad when I was in high school, middle school, we didn't have phones, because the harassment and bullying just verbally from people was enough. Now you can't get away from it. And, even, like when we would, you would have sports, you would see kids from other schools, you would see them like at games, and then that was it. Whereas now it's just it's just constant. And I feel like for some of these kids, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work. So when I went into work this past week, they gave us these phone lockers. So I think there's like 12 different compartments, and there's a lock combination, and then there's a key. I'm going to have the key so the kids don't have to worry about, combinations. But they come in the morning, I take their phone. There are chargers inside these little lockers so they can charge their phone during the day. So when they leave, it's fully charged. So they hand in their phone at homeroom, they get it back before they leave. It's I don't know how it's going to work, but I think the one thing that will be a little bit helpful is that we have a lot of freshmen coming in, and they weren't allowed cell phones in middle school. So they had to hand them in prior. So that's the only thing that I think will cause less issues, is that most of the kids coming in weren't able to have them last year anyways. And then one thing I didn't think about, the vice principal had said, is he thinks what's going to happen is that kids are going to bring two phones, their actual phone and a burner phone. They're going to hand in the burner phone, but still have their actual phone on their person. And he said, if that's the case, then as long as we don't see it, out of sight, out of mind, they handed in a phone. But if they pull out a phone, that becomes an issue. I would have never even thought of a kid bringing a burner phone and then handing that one in instead of the one that they actually should be handing in. But they are creative. Oh, page 9. This I already read this one. Okay, we're going to skip that. So then notes on translation. The text is a mix of phonetic English spelled in Cyrillic and standard English, reflecting a stream of consciousness style with heavy emotional and psychological themes. I translated the Cyrillic portions into their intended English words. For example, backwards R as I when contextually appropriate, or that looks like phi-k as F-U-C-K. Repeated phrases, especially on page 9, which mirrors page 1, were translated identically to reflect the repetitive nature of the text. So he did write that again. So the page 1 was the same as page 9. It's interesting. The tone is raw, chaotic, and distressed, with frequent references to social media, TikTok, Instagram, self-harm, suicidal ideation, and a sense of being a monster or demon. I preserve this tone without softening or altering the intent. Scribbles like sick F, murderer, villain on page 3 were kept as is, as they appear to be deliberate labels or self-descriptions. The mention of 2002 to 2025 on page 5 suggests an epitaph implying the writer's birth year and anticipated year of death, aligning with the document's date, 8/26/25. If you need further analysis, specific sections clarified, or additional context, for example, cultural or psychological interpretations, let me know. And again, this was from Southern FFA Family. So let me share their link again. Nanny says, in Covenant School incident, a judge ruled on not showing the writings of the shooter, although some were leaked as an FBI redacted some journal writings. See, in this, how people were able to get, I mean, they were able to get the video manifesto and the written manifesto. Well, the written one was in the videos. So like a lot of the pages, that's where they came from, is his video. And I will share, let me share the link to the video again as well. And that way, if y'all want to watch it, you can, because unfortunately I had planned on showing it, but YouTube had other plans. And there is the link to the 10-minute manifesto video. I didn't even know there was a 20-minute one. So, okay, so we're going to get to some clips now to kind of segue. I wanted to talk about that first before we got into the updates in this case, which include the shooter's dad speaking out, the mom. Initially, we had heard the mom wasn't cooperating with police. However, she did retain counsel, and her lawyer has spoken on her behalf, saying she has no culpability. So, I mean, I would have probably gotten a lawyer too, because this clearly blindsided them, especially because mom lives in Florida. Okay. So speaking of mom, this Minneapolis investigators interview Catholic school shooter's mother.
Turning now to Minneapolis, investigators have spent hours interviewing the mother of the gunman who killed 2 children in Wednesday's school shooting. Lana Zach has been on the ground all week for us and joins us again from Minneapolis. Lana, what more do we know about this interview that happened?
Lunatic says, why would she lawyer up just because some other parents have gone to jail? Maybe. Probably because she needs someone to speak for her. For one. For two, I think just having, because I don't know. I would get a lawyer just because I wouldn't know how to navigate, especially because this is a criminal event. Yeah.
And today, do we know anything about what was said?
Well, Caitlin, the investigation is still ongoing. They are trying to understand from the shooter's mother if there were any significant warning signs that she was aware of. Because remember, this shooter had no significant criminal history. The firearms were all purchased legally. So there wasn't the sort of warning signs that that police and the FBI look for to try and prevent something like this from happening.
I'm curious too. I mean, they said he posted these 2 videos to his YouTube page. Were there other videos? were there other uploads that either were there and were removed by him, or was this the first time that they posted? Because I feel like if this wasn't the first time they posted, the other videos would have some semblance of something being wrong.
We also have learned more about those 4 search warrants that were executed, including at a private residence. At one point, it was believed that the shooter had been staying with a friend recently. CBS News has learned from a neighbor that he was renting that place and didn't have a personal connection to it. Oh, that investigation, though, as far as trying to figure out why this person committed this unexplainable act, will really provide no additional solve for the families here who are grieving, because there simply isn't anything that could justify a person who, as investigators say, was obsessed with killing children. And on that note, there wasn't an obvious tie or an obvious grievance to the church or to the school, even though we know that the shooter had attended it previously.
On that point, we are starting to hear from these grieving families, something that you and I, no one can imagine having to go through. I do want to play a little bit from what we heard from the father of that 8-year-old boy killed, Fletcher Merkel. Let's take a listen to what he had to say.
Please remember Fletcher for the person he was and not the act that ended his life. Give your kids an extra hug and kiss today. We love you, Fletcher. You'll always be with us.
And I know we've all been taking that directive to hug our children extra tightly. I know that we're hearing from others as well. What more have we heard from him? And also we're, of course, thinking of the family of the 10-year-old girl that was killed, Harper Moisky. What more are we hearing?
Yeah, Harper Moisky. Yeah, there's 2 white crosses here, Caitlin, that previously didn't have names on it, and we now see Fletcher and Harper's names on those. We have heard from a statement from Harper's family. They said that they are grieving an unbelievable loss, not just for Harper, but for Harper's younger sister, who now will go through life without her sibling. They also said that they want to make sure that her memory fuels action, and that's part of what we're hearing here as the community is trying to come together all over the city now. We're starting to see these ribbons appear with green and blue. This one was cut by children, as you can kind of see from the roughness of it. But these are in the colors of the school. And one survivor's family said that they felt like they were being hugged when they first saw these ribbons starting to appear. And now we are seeing them spread all throughout Minneapolis, Caitlin.
The strength of that community is surely on display. Lana, thank you so much for your reporting all week. You've been on the ground since the beginning. We're thinking of you as well. Thank you for bringing that to us.
So sad. So that's not the one that I thought it was. So this is the one that shows the FBI going to an apartment complex in Naples, Florida.
Thank you, Matt. A day after a mass shooter terrorized a Catholic school in Minneapolis, Minnesota, before committing suicide, federal agents continue to search for the shooter's mother.
Yesterday, Wink News learned she owned a condo in Naples, or perhaps owns, and our cameras exclusively captured members of the FBI looking for her there. Wink News reporter Maddie Herron joins us from that building now. Maddie, what have you learned about this investigation?
Yeah, guys, we know that yesterday when the FBI banged on that door, they made one thing clear. They were looking for a Miss Westman. Now, we know that within the past hour, Minneapolis police confirmed they have yet to find her. And what I can tell you is that we don't know what exactly for they are looking for her just quite yet. Maybe it's for questioning. We still don't know. But I can tell you that this neighborhood, they are in shock.
A Minnesota mass shooting investigation travels to Southwest Florida's front doorstep.
Ms. Westman, my name is Dave.
And it makes me wonder, like, how did people know that the FBI, were they just there kind of camping out, waiting to see if there was any action at the apartment because they just happened to be there when the FBI or whomever these people are showed up at the door asking for, Miss Westman.
First I'm with the FBI.
Our cameras were rolling.
It is the FBI. Okay.
When these agents identified themselves as FBI and called for a Miss Westman. Mary Grace Westman.
I thought they would have some type of, not necessarily a uniform, but they wouldn't be in street clothes.
Westman, the mother of the person who opened fire in Wednesday's tragic mass shooting.
So the question was, have we spoken to the shooter's parents and if there were any red flags that may have been missed? I know there were dozens of interviews that have been conducted with relatives, friends, associates of the shooter, as well as people, obviously individuals, witnesses that were present at the scene yesterday. I know we have not been successful in talking to the shooter's mother yet at this time, but there continue to be efforts made to get that done.
Wink News confirmed a Mary Grace Westman of Minneapolis owns this East Naples condo.
It was shocking, as it always is, and just a great tragedy. Someone who wants to hurt children, especially, but then hearing how close to home it was pretty shocking too.
This Berkshire Lakes neighbor did not want me to use her name, but shared she and others are shocked to hear about the tragedy connected to Mary Grace Westman.
She's been talked about quite highly, and she's been very helpful to a lot of neighbors when neighbors were in need. I feel bad. I feel sad that these kinds of things happened, and I feel bad for everyone in Minnesota.
The FBI tells me they cannot confirm the existence or status of any investigation per their protocol. They did refer me to reach out to the Minneapolis Police Department, which I did. I have many questions, as do many neighbors here in this Berkshire Lakes neighborhood. I've yet to hear back from them, but we will continue to push for those answers and bring you updates on air and online. But for now, live in East Naples, Maddie Herron, Wink News.
All right.
All right. And I did see, let's see. Okay, so this is from NBC News. Minneapolis church shooter's mother hires criminal defense attorney. Minneapolis Police Assistant Chief Christopher Gators said Friday there has been conversation with the shooter's mother, but did not disclose any details. The mother of the shooter, who opened fire Wednesday on a Minneapolis Catholic school during morning mass, has hired a criminal defense attorney. As police said Friday, there has been conversation with her. In a news conference Friday, Minneapolis Police Assistant Chief Christopher Gators was asked if there's been any contact with the suspect's mother, Mary Grace Westman. Through working with our partners with the Bureau of Criminal Apprehension of Minnesota, there has been conversation, and I am not at liberty to go any further than that. It comes after Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara said Thursday that police have not been successful in talking to the shooter's mother yet. O'Hara said Thursday that Robin Westman's family had been cooperating with investigators. However, they had not yet located her mother, Mary Grace Westman. Records show that her residence is in Florida. He said investigators have done dozens of interviews with the shooter's family, friends, and associates, and have talked to the shooter's father. Mary Grace Westman's attorney, Ryan Gary, told NBC News on Thursday that he had no comment at this time. The FBI and police department did not immediately respond to a request for comment on Friday. Authorities often seek to speak with the families of mass shooters as they investigate a motive. In one high-profile case following a 2021 shooting at Oxford High School in Michigan, the parents of shooter Ethan Crumley were charged and convicted of involuntary manslaughter. James and Jennifer Crumley were sentenced in April 2024 to 10 to 15 years in prison. Their son pleaded guilty and was sentenced to life in prison. Police have not yet said whether Miss Westman or any family members potentially face charges. O'Hara told reporters on Thursday that the department will continue to try to speak with the shooter's mother. That just kind of talks about it does say 4 search warrants have been executed at the church as well as locations in South Minneapolis, Richfield, and St. Louis Park. Investigators said they recovered a Condor tactical vest, 2 external media storage devices, and miscellaneous documents from the shooter's father's house. So hopefully they'll be able to find something else. So this clip is about dad. So shooter's dad reveals what happened before the attack.
All right, we're learning shocking new details about the trans school shooter in Minneapolis, what police found at the home, and what the gunman's dad said happened shortly before the attack. Fox's Brooke Taylor had been digging into this story, and she joins us live from Minneapolis. Brooke.
Hi, Jason. Well, we're now learning from police that they have spoken with the shooter's mother after initially saying that they couldn't get into touch with her and that she hasn't been cooperating. It's not clear exactly what that conversation entailed, but I have learned that she decided to hire a criminal defense attorney. I spoke to that criminal defense attorney. I asked why his client hired him. He told me, quote, she is completely distraught about the situation and has no culpability. Now, police have not said whether.
Okay, so that in this one, it says that's where the lawyer had said she is distraught, which makes sense, and she has no culpability. So.
There any family members potentially face charges. A new search warrant, meanwhile, reveals the shooter, 23-year-old Robin Westman, left a car at the scene, which was registered to his father. That father told officials the shooter was with a romantic partner. They were living together, recently broke up, so he moved out of that home and was living with a friend. Police searched Westman's father's house here in Minneapolis. They found a tactical vest, 2 computer drives, and documents according to that warrant. Westman's father told police that his child once attended Annunciation Catholic School where this happened and the church, and that his ex-wife had also once worked here. The warrant states police found the shooter dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head, wearing black tactical gear and carrying at least 2 long guns. The 2 young children who died have been identified by family as 8-year-old Fletcher Merkel, whose father said the young boy loved his family, friends, fishing, and all sports, and 10-year-old Harper Moisky, whose family said, quote, her laughter, kindness, and spirit touched everyone who knew her. Hundreds of people in this community have been showing up to pay their respects to these families. 18 others were injured, and tonight we're told that 6 are still in the hospital, 5 of them just young, innocent children. Jason.
Brooke, thank you. Tough, difficult, tragic story. Appreciate it.
All right. And that got me thinking about GoFundMes. So I'm going to share this in chat. This is GoFundMe has an entire page just for those affected by this tragedy. So it looks like, so here is Sophia, which we learned about her the other day. Gosh, almost just over $600,000. So this helped victims of the Minneapolis Annunciation shooting, support Kristen in Annunciation recovery. Let's see what this one is. Okay, so this is Kristen was attending Mass with her school community when shots were fired through the stained glass windows. Kristen is a theater and music teacher at Annunciation Catholic and is a shining light for her school community. While the information is unfolding still about the lives lost and damage caused, we know that Kristen and her school community need support for recovery. I'm starting this fundraiser to do that. Send Kristen funds so she can use it to support herself and in turn be able to support students, teachers, and families at Annunciation Catholic Church and School. Okay. Not sure. I don't think some of these. Okay, so Lydia, let's see, what's this one? Help Lydia and the Kaiser family heal. So it says Lydia Kaiser was injured while protecting her little buddy during the first mass of the school year. Her father, our community's beloved gym teacher, was also in attendance and helped to secure the room to keep children safe and stuck with them all until they were reunited with their families, even while his daughter was entering the emergency room. Lydia and Harry are two heroes in our midst. At this time, Lydia is in very serious condition and has undergone an unimaginable surgery. Her story parallels the other injured students in the community. We are praying for her recovery and asking for help as the family navigates all that is to come. Okay, so that is Lydia. Sweet girl. Okay, so let's check out. This one might be... My 13-year-old nephew, Andre, was tragically shot twice while he attended Mass at Annunciation Church with his school. It's impossible to make sense of this act of violence against children in a place that should have been a sanctuary of peace and safety. In the face of unimaginable fear and pain, Andre showed strength and faith beyond his years. Before he was rushed into surgery, Andre looked at the surgeon and asked one simple, powerful request. Can you say a prayer with me? The surgeon later told us that not only did Andre survive the surgery, he fought through a terrifying event with courage that inspired the entire medical team. That moment of prayer and Andre's resilience will stay with our family forever. Right now, he is recovering from surgery at the hospital, surrounded by his loved ones and the best medical team possible. While the road ahead is long, we are beyond grateful he is still with us. The emotional and physical healing ahead will take time and resources. So that is Andre. All right, so then we have Victor, Genevieve, David, Vivi. Here's Harper Moisky. She is one of the children who unfortunately lost their lives. So I will share her link specifically in the chat. Annunciation Hope and Healing Fund, direct support for Minneapolis families, and lifting up the Moiskys on Harper's. Okay, so that's another one for Harper's family. Okay. All right, so let's see. I think I have one more clip, maybe two. Let me see. All right, so one more clip and then we will wrap this up because I can't believe it's already been almost 2 hours already. Oops. All right. So this is one, and I think it was Lunatic that actually mentioned it in one of my lives, where one of the injured from the shooting, her mom was a nurse who had reported to the hospital because they had heard of the shooting, and then her daughter ended up being one of the victims.
Going back to Minneapolis, where that community is still coming to grips with this week's deadly attack on children praying inside a Catholic parish. The shooter opened fire in the middle of Mass, you'll recall, killing 2 children, wounding 18 other people. I want to tell you the names and the faces of the children who died: 8-year-old Fletcher Merkel and 10-year-old Harper Moisky. Lana Zach spoke with first responders and friends of those victims. Lana, good morning.
Good morning to you, Tony. 3 more children went home to their families yesterday. Still here at Hennepin, they are treating 7 patients, and one of them, hospital administrators tell me, remains in critical condition. I spoke with a priest who spent his day praying with the family as one little girl underwent surgery.
You cannot describe these moments. I can't imagine these moments. I don't want to.
Father Timothy Sass is a priest at St. Mary's Greek Orthodox Church, just 3 miles from Annunciation Catholic School. He said several of his parishioners have kids at Annunciation, including the family of 12-year-old Sophia Forchus, who was severely wounded in Wednesday's shooting. Forchus was rushed to the same hospital where her mother works as a pediatric critical care nurse.
She was coming in to work not knowing that her daughter was among those who had been injured.
She was on her way to work because of the announcements of mass shooting, and unfortunately, she was meeting her daughter there.
So, and I mean, just thinking about the fact that, you know, she was going to help, and then to have her daughter be one of those that came in injured. How scary.
Hennepin County EMS Chief Martin Shearer says the death toll might have been far higher had it not been for the heroic and quick actions of students and teachers.
A lot of kids had near misses, a lot of grazing, high velocity bullets, right through their head and their hairs.
But the damage that was done had a profound impact on everyone who witnessed it.
One paramedic I spoke with yesterday treated a 10-year-old, and he said, I just want to go home and hug my kid.
Last night, a special service was held for all of those injured and still suffering from the tragic events of that day. And I also spoke with one woman who works for the hospital, comforting families. She described the room as parents awaited updates from doctors as silent at times, but loud with emotion. Nate?
Thank you, Lana. We appreciate it. I'm glad that we're able to put faces and names with these victims and their families.
All right, so that is all I have got for you today. Tomorrow, I am planning on going live. I have it scheduled for 4:30 Eastern time. I want to stay with the 4:30 time just because work starts Tuesday, and it'll be a lot easier to keep with that schedule. Hey, Joe, thanks for being here. So right now I have it just updates. We'll look at different things from other cases that we are following. I did see, let me just check my calendar. There was Thursday the 4th, Austin Drummond, who is the man accused of killing 4 members of the same family in Tennessee. He has a court date on September 4th. And then the following week is Kimberly Sullivan has a court date. And for those of you who may not know, Kimberly Sullivan is accused of holding her stepson captive for 20 plus years in her home, with little food, little water, little ability to move about the home. So, oh, cool, Truth Seeker. So I will hopefully see you all tomorrow, 4:30 Eastern. If anything changes, I will post it on my community page. It is Sunday, so it's supposed to be gorgeous again tomorrow. So I do plan on getting outside just because soon I will be at work and not able to be outside as much as I am now. So I hope everyone has a great rest of your night, morning, day, wherever you may be. If you've made it this far on the replay, #replay. And until next time, y'all, I will see you on the flip side.
You have one shot on stage, what you got to play? Generic drops for days, still the people rage. Am I not insane? Can you stop it? explain why these drops are so lame. Is money buying you fame? I'm fucking on, I'm killing it with this song. You haters can sing along or go back where you belong. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with giving up, moving on. Cause I took your girl to prom, she can't help but sing this song.
Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, and my high progress. I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse. Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, and my high progress. I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse.
She's so on like a light switch, flirting back. There's nothing wrong with the way that she's working that. I just want that body bad, come on baby, bring it back. I'm so gone, faded off a 30 rack. She's so on like a light switch, flirting back. There's nothing wrong with the way that she's working that. I just want that body bad, come on baby, bring it back. I rap with a passion, yeah, I got it in me. I've been waiting quite a long time for y'all to hear me. It's about damn time you put some stock into me. You're either sponsoring me or fucking bothering me. And the fact is, we just practice on this madness. That is why your status is like a canvas. Chances our advancement is enhancing, and this new expansion's like a mansion.
Comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, and my high progress. I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse. Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, and my high progress. I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse.